Hi Virgo, welcome to your weekly love reading. So what's going to happen this week in terms of love? Okay, the Moon, Judgment, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so this is a call of deep awakening, your light workers as well. Something about sound here. For some of you that could be part of your soul calling, your light worker through your voice, speaking to awaken people, helping them to overcome fears of awakening. You could like nurture them into feeling more calm and like safe when it comes to rising up and being their true self. Judgment is all about this rebirth. They're stuck in these bubbles here. As light workers, you're here to awaken people, burst their bubble. This is about karma as well. This is what's going on within yours and this person's life and in your transformation journey. May have felt safe in those bubbles, being in the bubble of illusion, may have felt protected, but look how stifling and imprisoning that is, that comfort zone, that safety, protective walls, and the decisions in life we make from that place of trying to have safety, very limiting. So the divine has stepped in and is calling you out of those bubbles into freedom. Knight of Cups. I love this card. I'm going to pull some clarifiers. What's this Knight of Cups about exactly? Six of Wands. This is victory after struggles. Six is the number of love. Victory after battles. Victory after adversity. And power struggles. So there may have been power struggles within yourself. Love versus fear. Am I going to open my heart, or am I going to keep it kind of closed? Am I going to stay in that bubble? This would have been like subconsciously going on within you. But this is victory. This is looking into your hearts. This is that gateway opening. The Emperor. I feel this is about being more vulnerable. Interesting. Like at the bottom of the deck we have the Eight of Swords as well. Okay, so it's being more vulnerable. And realizing that actually opening your heart is a strength. We may have this illusion in our mind, our subconscious, that opening our heart is going to make us vulnerable and weak. And yes, it does mean that people can attack and hurt us, break our heart kind of thing. But opening, there's this realization or just this transformation that in opening your heart more, that's where your passion comes out. That's where your strength is from, because that's the gateway to who you truly are. And that's where self-love comes from as well. So there's much more courage in opening the heart and that actually strengthening. Because love is the most powerful force that breaks you free from authoritarianism, if that's a word or the word. People that are controlling, people where there's power struggles or they're trying to have power over you. This could be your own thoughts and mind, the ego, creating fears, but there's triumph after that, because there's the 5 and then the 6 of Wands, the triumph. And I see this as you just being more of who you are, unafraid to shine your light and unafraid of what people think of you. And people are actually quite amazed by your skills and your light and who you are. So much more listening, connecting with the heart rather than the mind that imprisoned you. I'll look at the tarot a bit more, and then I'll look at some oracle cards. Strength, whales, sound, the whale sounds, the vibration that creates to heal. You or this person or both of you was kind of caught up, but this connection, you're helping each other free yourself so you can express your truth of who you are in the world. Hierophant, the spiritual teachers. Look at all this knowledge and learning she has, you both have. And you're here to be that divine leader to help other people out of the net, out of getting caught up in fear-based thoughts, so they can reconnect with their hearts, their divine soul self, their intuition, and shine out their heart, be the passion, this flames that burns through limitations. Three of Swords. Okay, so there's been many people in your life karmically who've tried to kill your heart light, put that flame out, keep you disempowered. This is the heartbreak card. And then we have the Lovers. That's like self-love. Self-love brings about the divine love, your reflection, your twin flame, your soulmate. Yeah, there's been many that have tried to, or it could be your own thoughts, keep you from speaking your truth. Where was that card here? Keep you from speaking or expressing your truth. This is someone, maybe you're an introvert or something, or you're very wise, but you've kind of hid yourself away a bit because of pain, people trying to hold you back. But coming out of that, you did a lot of self-reflection in that alone time, a lot of self-love. Let's look at some oracle cards. starting off with the True Love reading cards. So your angels want you to know about this connection. The Gardener. So again, this is like, nourishing yourself, tending to your own garden kind of thing. It's all about growth, creating the right conditions for yourself. You put in the work, and there's all this abundance. So it's like, because there's another card which is the Garden, and then the Gardener. So it's like giving and receiving. So to me, that's like you gave a lot of your time and effort to work on yourself, and now you're receiving the rewards of that. Where's the Garden card? Receiving the rewards, and look, here, I feel this is relevant because of the card where she was looking in the mirror. Worthiness, self-reflection, tending to your own garden, self-love, and then it's coming back, it's blooming, it's reflecting back to you your self-worth in the form of harmony, peace within yourself, peaceful divine unions. Yeah, look, you manifested it through a lot of alone time, a lot of self-reflection. And that infinity symbol, the divine union, the two sunflowers, that means solar plexus chakra, confidence and reflected confidence, a healthy, balanced union. Luminosity, so yeah, you're coming out and shining your light again. This is who you truly are. Don't dim your light. Don't allow others to dim your light. You learn a lot of self-respect from karmic situations, and that's led to a maturity of your heart. So your connection, your divine connection is mature, or it's coming into maturity for some of you. The Void, and you're not alone. Okay, so you may have felt very lonely. You may have felt like you were in a lot of darkness. It says stop, embrace winter, the great cosmic womb. So you went through a lot of loneliness, a lot of struggles. Maybe an introvert, but that was the womb. That was like the seeds planted under the earth in that darkness. There's so much growth. Reconnecting with the unconscious, so it comes up into the conscious awareness. And this is you and your person. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. So you're mirrors of each other. Lightning struck. This connection creates a portal, a lightning, which means breaking down your limitations, your blocks. We have star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. So being out at night in the stars, as long as you're safe, will be very beneficial. There's a lot of activation, a lot of transformation and transmuting of blocks right now. So you can become more of your light body. Third eye chakra, intuitive perception. I know that what my intuitive senses tell me are true. I open myself to the truth that is within and around me, and I know that it is there for me to receive. I practice developing my intuition, and I know that it is a major aspect of who I am. In the stillness and silence of meditation and contemplation, I will experience and know the truth. So going inwards, relaxing, connecting with your heart rather than your mind, is where these true insights will come to you. Third eye chakra again, inner knowing. I trust my inner knowing, and I am at peace with myself. I create more moments of stillness and silence, and I listen for the truth. I'm open to connecting with and listening to my gut and my heart's feelings, and I don't override them with my mind's logic. Wow. I practice meditation, prayer and contemplation, and we have heart chakra, unconditional love. I allow myself to be open to giving and receiving without fear of rejection. So that's what's happening through this connection right now. I give without expecting recognition or acknowledgement in return. And that's because you don't need that, because you don't need that validation from the other person. Obviously it's nice to receive it, but you don't need it in a needy kind of way. When I am loving to others, I am helping bring out the innate love within them, so they also feel uplifted, worthy and cared for. I love myself the way I am, not the way I was or could be, and I extend this love to others. I teach others how to love and respect me by how I love and respect myself. And throat chakra, truthfulness. I am truthful and honest with myself. I aim to overcome any fears about speaking my truth, and I speak in a loving, considerate way. My personal empowerment comes from telling the truth and letting others know who I am. Others will be positively uplifted when they hear my truth. You know, they might not think they're positively affected by your truth initially, but they will be. And I take care not to exaggerate in order to impress them. I am careful not to let my mind mislead me, and in turn others. I avoid gossiping or speaking negatively of others. So these are the Universal Love Oracle cards. What do your angels want you to know about this connection? The Goddess, the Gateway, Message from afar. Okay, so the Goddess, to me this is the divine feminine. You are the gateway to send messages from the higher realms down to the earth. And it's the same for the divine masculine as well. Divine feminines, you've opened that gateway of your heart, and that's where you receive the divine truth, your intuition, messages from the higher realms and your higher self. Okay, so we're going to finish this reading with a Rumi Oracle card. This is going to be a really powerful message from your angels. What do you need to know right now about this connection? Okay, what do you really need to know? Star Mother Arrakis, number 23. Be the king who has made his own kingdom. Be the moon that has made her own summit. How much longer will you cuckoo like a pigeon? Empty your head of all mortal lusts and become life without breath. You will not call out for God anymore, for you have become immersed in God. Your star mother, Arrakis, dances with your soul on the celestial inner planes. She dances in the embrace of Father Sky, shining white and pale, deep in devotion to the light behind all that is. Arrakis, dancing star of the heavens, incites our souls to feel the rhythm of life and surrender to it in flow, in grace, stumbling and in play, like a child who thinks not of the right steps, but just moves with music and with joy. She reminds you to dance freely and from your heart. She reminds you that your soul is constantly dancing with the divine. What better way to connect with the joy and beauty of your soul than to mimic its movements? So dance, beloved, let your being dance. O Arrakis, your bright beauty penetrates even the darkest of minds to remember, remember, remember. She calls out. Her voice is music to our hearts. You are a child of heaven. You are born of such regal stuff, dear dancing child of the stars. When you suffer, I send you my comfort as stars falling from the sky. When you triumph, my dance becomes wild, and light erupts from my heart in all directions. The light becomes music, stirring within you with an urge, almost inexplicable, and yet so very deep and real, to make music, to create art, to dance, to play, to be at one with the joyful, creative energy that dwells within you, beloved. Star child, earth angel, divine creature, your star mother keeps an eye on all the wild games happening in the sacred playground of the earth. She will care for you, righteous and true, shining divine justice and protection. No bully shall prevail over you. No bully from within you shall prevail either. No lies, deceit or injustice shall temper your wild truths. Be demanding in claiming her love for you. Learn how to love yourself as she loves you with wild, unconditional, passionate regard. Be like the child wailing for his mother. Ma, 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 come close. Then she descends like a torrential downpour of devotional light. A tsunami of affection is unleashed. A rampaging cosmic tigress hurtles towards you, her claws gripping the fabric of the skies as she rushes to protect her beloved cub. She will fight for you against the forces that would dull you and dumb you down, obscure your brilliance and stultify your free-form dance into strict, choreographed movements. She will pour her luminous essence into every crevice of your demanding soul. Nothing can resist her light. All shall be washed and revived in the outpouring of her luminous love. Then, sated and content, you are the child so secure in the love of the mother, you trust in life implicitly and in what is brought to your door. You do not succumb to untruths. You do not resist because you are safe, held in the love of the mother. You have no need to resist. What is there to resist? Nothing. There is only the loving truth in your world, and all is at peace in your heart. And should there be cause to stand up and fight for love, for freedom, for light, for her truths of unconditional life, respected and honoured, well, you shall be particularly equipped for success. When there is that war to fight, you shall be the warrior who defends the motherland, absolute in your devotion to her ways and empowered through her vast triumphant power. And shall you bludgeon your way with brute force and fear? Of course not. So here is your guidance. Lay down your old weapons, for new technology awaits you. It is the most magnificent of forces, that of divine alignment, of surrender to the mother and her way of luminous potency. From her great vantage point, the vastest problems of our earthly mindsets are merely in need of a quick whipping by the tail of a comet. And this she easily achieves by flicking a strand of her hair or poking out her tongue. In the hands of a greater being, even your deepest trials will succumb to divine victory. Your ability to take the journey will be strengthened, and your success only a matter of the passing of time. Can you give yourself this gift, this blessing of the love, power and protection of your star heritage? We all descend from the stars, but some of us are asked to remember to acknowledge the divine parentage from which we come, and to allow the innate divine dignity within to restore us to faith in the path here on earth. No matter how dark life on earth may seem at times, when we remember our holy heritage, we can also realize, yes, I am blessed, held as one with the Mother, who shall not be deterred from great holy purpose. I shall prevail. I forgot that and feared, but now I remember and am determined once more. Then you shall feel joy and be inclined to dance, to sing, to make your art and to live fearlessly once again. So I really hope that this has resonated deeply with you, and thank you so much. Take care. Bye.